regular season Custom League Series between the Houston Astros and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Houston, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Set and the pitch. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out. So one out and nobody aboard, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Giving chase is Jimenez, but he won't get there. It falls in.
That is third. The right fielder,
and that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch of the AB now.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
There's a strike with the breaking ball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Edman has a play. And that's the third out. And that'll bring up the shortstop Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Anderson.
And he lays off for ball 1. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call from the same location over and over and over.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
This is foul right side. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Altuve stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And that'll bring in Tommy Edman. In there for strike 1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Behind 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Down the third baseline. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
That is good. The 7th fielder,
The batter will be Luis Robert. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
A ball and 2 strikes. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Next up is Jordan Alvarez. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Ready with the 0-1. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Ready with the 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works. All set for the start of the inning. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Breckman. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And it's fouled away. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. No one on with 1 down. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side. And now here is Emo Jimenez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And that's in there for strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now at the plate, Kyle Tucker. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Jose Abreu is on deck. Fastball too high, ball 4. So here's Jose Abreu. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Too high, 1-0. Tucker, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Count even now at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Two and two.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
He's running. Hard ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And now, Zach Collins. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ball 1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches. And ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he comes back with a fastball strike. So now into the box is Chas McCormick, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Nope.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chas McCormick is retired to kick off the inning. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in Jose Altuve. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
The third baseman.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop Tim Anderson.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The batter, number 19.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And set to go is the second baseman, Tommy Edman, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1. Couple of runners on base with 1 down, and that brings up Luis Robert. Now here's the first offering.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Here comes the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Fouled off. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Let's see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The next 3-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the throw in gets away from him. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Designated hitter.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Fouled away. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Count now a ball and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put. Stepping in once again is Michael Brantley. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Grounded weakly down the line toward 3rd. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Aledmus Diaz, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for the ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Aledmus Diaz goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Grounder down the line at 3rd. One there.
He's out.
Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Now at the plate is Kyle Tucker, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now 1 down with the bases empty. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Two and 1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. In the air out to straightaway left. After it is Brantley. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. So next to bat will be Zach Collins. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Lays off 2-2 now. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get it.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the new inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Alex Breckman. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Yasmani Grandal becomes the second out here in inning number 5.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the key.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is. So here's Yoan Moncada, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Brantley has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Tommy Edman. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Luis Robert is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Slow roller left side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
He's set. The 2-2. 3-2 now, and he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is the spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chop. Pitch count starting to get up into the 5th inning. They could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You're looking for something middle of the plate right here. He doesn't have a great feel for his breaking stuff. Maybe he hangs something.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Christian Javier answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Emo Jimenez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes.
That's a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even, 2-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Popped him up. Urshela in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. At At the plate now is Chas McCormick. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So the next to bat will be Marwin Gonzalez. Bounced out last time up. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Popped him up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And it's fouled away. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. At the plate now, Aledmus Diaz swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Long run, but he gets there to track. Ready now for the White Sox. Kyle Tucker 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And he misses 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he fouls this one off. Now the 0-1. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. In for strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jose Abreu is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And they take the lead. It's gone.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. He'll take a look at ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Now it'll be Yuli Gurriel. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. That's popped up. Edman onto the grass. He's there and records the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Alex Breckman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Anderson picks it up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away. Striding in for Houston, Yasmani Grandal. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to. Stepping up is Tommy Edman, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that's out number 1. The next batter will be Luis Robert. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw gets him. 2 down. So 2 away here as the Sox bat in the 7th, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Pedro Baez takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Fouled off. The 2-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Striding in is Gio Urshela. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. And there's a swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch to start him out. Nothing in one. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. First pitch of the AB now. Chas McCormick stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Tucker waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. At the plate, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here's Michael Brantley as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far. And there's ball 1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. As a look, now the pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Fouled away.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Chopped weakly to the left. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally... Ryan Stanek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And standing in the outfielder, Kyle Tucker. And now the first pitch.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home, and it's fouled away. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Taken high and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan. What does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Next to stand in is Zach Collins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it. And that's the first strike. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And stepping in, Yohan Moncada. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's good.
1-0 count. Here it is. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, it'll be Aledmus Diaz, and they could use a spark from him here. Liam Hendricks takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. That misses 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Yuli Gurriel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
No ball, 2
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now. And that'll bring up Alex Breckman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. No balls and 1 strike. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for Houston. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
When you shut a team out 4-0, it kind of feels like you won like 8 or 10-0, but this one was really never out of reach. Really good pitching and great defense to help them get the win.
4-0 the score tonight. The Chicago White Sox rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Carlos Rodon gets the W on the mound, so that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Slezak, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.